Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm Jenny, and as you can tell, today we are testing out the super viral $1.25 Dollar Tree foundation from Prolux. I have it here in shade Ivory, so if you'd like to see the application and how the rest of my makeup applied, and also a little bit of a wear test, keep on watching. So I prep my skin like I normally would and use my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. But yeah, so let's just open this on up. It says it's a matte foundation, so I'm a little nervous. I used to be super oily, but I feel like the older I get, my skin is a bit more like combo. So I'm hoping it won't dry my skin out too much. And shade wise, I don't know. Ooh, it has a pump. I was not expecting that, but this was made super popular like a year ago probably, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere near me until recently. So let's see the consistency. Hey. She thick. That is really thick. Well, let's just plop it on. It has a subtle scent to it, so if you're sensitive to scents, just FYI. Okay, I'm gonna use my sponge. Right off the bat, I'm not a huge fan just of how thick it is, but it's pretty high coverage. As you can see, I have quite a lot of redness. I like the smell of it personally. It's kind of like florally almost, but it is pretty intense as I put it on. So if you're sensitive to scents, I don't think this would be a great option. I feel like I could have gone a tiny bit darker shade-wise. We'll fix that with some bronzer and blush and everything. So far on the skin, it feels kind of heavy, even with using a sponge, which normally kind of helps with that, but it's also only $1. I am using another pump just to kind of help blend down the neck. So this is it applied how I normally would. I typically always use a sponge. It is very full coverage, at least to me. It says it's matte, and I know I put skincare and prep on, so that kind of is helping, but like it's like kind of dewy looking, and I like that. It feels a little heavy, but it's because it's so thick, and I typically use a lot more of a thinner consistency, almost like watery, like runny consistency foundation. So I feel like that's just kind of throwing me off. I feel like as it sits here, it's slightly oxidizing, so the color actually isn't too bad. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face and actually show you guys just so that we can see how everything applies on top of it. And then I use a brush typically. I feel like that's actually blending out really nicely. I think that looks pretty. That's helping kind of warm up the face. There's always a stubborn part that does not want to blend. And then I like to go on my jawline and around my double chin. I feel like it helps just sharpen what bit of a jawline I got. I know some people don't like to do this because they think it makes them like have like 5 o'clock vibe and shadow. I always do it. And then I am a nose contour fan. I feel like it helps add warmth and depth into my face. It looks actually really nice. I really like this so far. I'm a huge fan of mixing foundations. I feel like this would be really nice to mix with one of my really thin ones. This ends up looking nice. I feel like it might be added to my rotation of what I mix in with my thinner foundations because I love mixing foundations. I'm a weirdo, but that looks really nice. I use 2 different She Glam blushes because I like the shade. I will link down below everything that I'm using that I can find. I know I won't be able to link the foundation because it's Dollar Tree and you can't really buy anything from Dollar Tree's website, and I don't know if you can like get it anywhere else or if it's like a Dollar Tree only. I like a lot of blush, so if you don't like this much, don't do this much. And a little bit on the nose. I know it may seem like a lot. even with powder, the skin looks pretty good and doesn't look uber matte. So far, everything is applying like really well on top of it, and I'm really happy about it. The skin is looking really good and I'm really excited to see how it wears. I'm gonna finish my face and be back. Okay, so I am going to finish off my face with some setting spray just because that's what I always do, and I just want to see how this wears like I normally would wear it. And I think it looks pretty good. I don't really see any major issues yet. It's not really settling into my creases or anything, which is really surprising considering how thick it was. Thicker foundations pretty much always do that for me, so it's looking good, I think. And we're just gonna let it sit and I will check in with you guys in a while. It's been about 6 hours since I applied the foundation and it's holding up pretty good. You can see on my chin a little bit that it's kind of like fading a bit and separating, and then the main thing is around my nose. Like it's just kind of collecting, kind of settling into like my nose creases. But otherwise I feel like it looks really good for being like 6 hours of wear. I've eaten and I've been drinking and stuff, so like some of the wear on my chin might just be because I'm messy and I got food on myself earlier a little bit. Anywho, I've been active and I also have a 7-month-old, so who knows where it's been wearing off, but I feel like it is looking really good for how long I've been wearing it, and I will hopefully check in again in a few hours before I take it off for the night. Hi. It is a final check-in time featuring little baby Jack. So final check-in. This is wearing really beautifully. We were playing around and he kind of like bumped my chin and I did notice a bit rubbed off on his outfit. So part of that here is from him, not from the makeup just wearing itself. I'm kind of like combo. I used to be pretty oily. I feel like as I've gotten older, my skin has gotten a bit more dry. So I have a bit of oil around my nose and it's still kind of like creasing and settling there. Under the eyes looks really good. Like my forehead crease and everything. Like had like multiple different lipsticks and lip liners and lip balm and everything on, so it's kind of faded a little bit around from where I've rubbed it off, but it looks really good. So it's been on for like about 8 hours. I wasn't able to put it on earlier in the day, otherwise I would have tested it for a bit longer, but it's getting late and I'm tired and it is somebody's bedtime. Overall, I would highly recommend this, even if this was like a $15 foundation. This is really nice. Like I said before, it is a bit thicker than what I'm used to, so I'm excited to try it and kind of pair it with another foundation that's a bit more runny just to see consistency, how it pairs. I like the chemistry and the mixing of shades just to get the perfect match. I feel like it looks pretty good, but I feel like it oxidized a little bit and actually matches me really well with like my contour and bronzer and everything. I feel like it kind of helped warm up the face, but we would definitely recommend it, don't we? But it took me nearly a year to find this in store, so if you can find it at your local Dollar Tree, I definitely recommend grabbing it and trying it out. I mean, it's $1.25, but you can't beat the price, and the quality is really, really good. Really good coverage. Like, you can't even really see my freckles. I'm trying to look, and like it covered a lot. Yeah, so that is how it ended up wearing. Let me know your thoughts below. Have you tried this? Do you plan on looking for it? If you do, good luck. Let me know what you want to see from us next. Give us a big thumbs up. It really helps us out. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're notified of our next video. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye!